This tutorial will show you how to create a self-paced Mimio vote assessment. This is a very useful tool when you want students to be able to participate in an assessment, but maybe the particular assignment is a little bit longer in length and you want students to be able to take the right amount of time to sufficiently read and answer all of the questions. Just like on any Mimio vote assignment, a report will be generated that will show you exactly how well your kids did and which questions they missed and got correct. First of all, to use this great feature, each student must have a printed copy of all of the questions in the activity. You get this printout by clicking on this icon at the bottom of your Mimio toolbar. When you choose to print an activity, an HTML or website file is created from the notebook activity. This file contains all the questions and answer text, but no images. You can choose to print from here or save the HTML file. In my example, I wanted the text of the story to appear in the assessment as well, so I actually copied my text into a Word document, and my students were able to have access to the story that went along with the questions. Once your students have the printed copies of the assignment in their hands, you'll launch your Mimio notebook software. First, select the class that will participate in the activity from the class list. Next, select the self-paced testing icon from your menu bar. The self-paced test window appears. You can use the down and up buttons to set the timer. In my example, I wanted to give approximately 15 minutes for my assignment. The timer displays the amount of time left for the activity. If you don't set the timer will display the amount of time that has passed since you started polling. Click on the blue poll button to push the assessment out to your students. As soon as you do this, your timer will start to count down while your students' voters will light up. Each student can move through the questions at their own pace using the left and right arrow buttons on their Mimio vote unit. Students do not necessarily have to answer all of the questions in the correct order, and you, as the teacher, could even have them all start on separate questions. When a student scrolls back through the questions with the arrows, they can tell what choice they made on any given item by the flashing button. They can use this option to change their mind on an answer. You can check your students' progress by clicking on the icons on the bottom left-hand corner of your test screen. As students complete and submit their assignment, their names will disappear from the list. You can watch this number change as students finalize and submit their answers. Whether they answered all of their questions in order or not, as soon as a student submits his final answer, the snowflake will appear in the top right corner of the vote. To submit the test, the student simply needs to push on the snowflake button. Not only will that submit the test to the teacher, but it'll give the student an instant result. As soon as you hear this sound, the polling for the activity stops and your results are instantly saved to your gradebook. Access your Mimio gradebook through the Mimio menu at the top of your screen. Select the class, the date, and the activity to get your results. You'll be able to see your kids' overall scores on the assessment or the assignment, but you'll also be able to do an item analysis by student. Anything that's red will indicate what was wrong. You can click on the column to find out what the question and the correct answer were for that item. You can also simply click to generate a report that will come to you in a nice, tidy package with the name, the total number of points out of the number of points possible, and an overall percentage. We hope you have fun creating and using these self-paced assessments with your class. If you're still confused or you just want more help, you know how to get a hold of your friendly technology integration specialist. Just fill out a help ticket. For more information and ideas on how to get the most out of your classroom technology, visit us at BPS-TIS.org. You'll find lots more resources just like this one, produced by your Billings Public Schools Technology Integration Specialists.